I wanted to call about emotional validation. Let's say yourself and a between myself and a romantic partner. I'm constantly being reminded that I need to be validating. The desire for validation is really strong,
In your
but I
partner?
don't. Yeah, but I don't know how to do it in an authentic way. I feel it's like emotionally manipulative for me to know what she wants.
Oh my god, I am never dating a MrGirl fan. What the fuck? Every single time one of these call-ins come up and like MrGirl has to advise somebody on like their relationship issues, I feel like listen, I'm autistic, okay? I'm autistic. I get it, alright? I'm not gonna be the most receptive to all like fucking ways of communication, whatever the fuck, right? But like even then, it's like what the fuck is this? Like this is unreal. This is like unreal content. Like like actual surreal as shit. Like what the fuck? Like nobody IRL have to ask these questions. Like it's crazy.
To hear and then give it to her,
What the
just because I
fuck?
know she wants it, even if I just
Also,
to sort of like performatively demonstrate that like I feel like I can demonstrate my understanding and validate her feelings through continuing to deepen the conversation or explore the ideas in more ways. But if I skip that,
By the way, there is a correct answer to this question, okay? But we'll see if MrGirl comes up with it. Because yeah, sometimes like you do know that your partner is like I don't know. Sometimes your partner does know that you are already validating them by being their partner, right? However, the reason why the verbal like validation stuff is kind of important is because it just simply makes people feel nice. It shows that you're willing to put in the effort, right? Because it does put in like it does take effort in some scenarios in order to like be validating to your partner, right? And I'm not talking about like during the honeymoon phase, okay? I'm not talking about during that phase. I'm talking about when all is said and done and you have to put in extra effort. Um, yeah, because you genuinely believe it, right? Um, but yeah, like there's nothing wrong with like doing that stuff. God, it's not a problem if you do it, okay? Fuck. Yeah,
step,
it's
then
stupid.
the conversation goes nowhere.
Also, everybody feels better too, okay? Everybody feels better too when you do that. All right? Like it's not hard. It's not like buying a gift, okay? If it's buying a gift, I kind of understand. All right? But yeah,
can you give me
Um,
can you give me an
fuck.
example?
yeah. Um, right now we're fighting a lot, uh, but it'll just
It's over. Call it off, okay? You're a MrGirl fan. You're a MrGirl fan. Call it off. It's fucking over,
be
okay?
about anything. I feel
She
like
just
I have
is.
to repeat everything back to her
I know.
patronizingly.
Give me an example. I you don't have to repeat what you said to me.
Yeah,
MrGirl really said, "Hold on. Let me be your romantic partner."
I understood.
yeah.
I fucking understand what you're saying. But
Oh,
I want an example. I want you to walk me through a conversation.
I don't think I can do that. I think I'd be repeating a personal conversation. I don't think
Okay,
I want to do that.
okay.
What's with the name MrGirl? Nothing. It's just a name. It's like why is my name Foodshops? I don't know.
Can you make one up?
Yeah, I'm really overwhelmed about something, and I feel like you're trying to focus on the bigger picture rather than the small details of why I'm overwhelmed.
Okay.
And then I would say something like, I think you're doing that in self protection instead of
Yeah.
you're more interested in protecting yourself than
Where's the H3 content nuke? Oh, we're doing warm up first, okay? I never jump into the main content right away. I never do that. Okay.
protecting the relationship
Okay. And then
through
person
that
A
mechanism.
comes back and says,
You're not you're not validating how I'm feeling. You're
It's
ignoring
tomorrow,
how you're
really?
being
Okay.
dismissive by saying I'm being self protective.
We'll see.
And then I say, that's not really
Well, also, Dingus, the conversation with you have been uploaded. Okay.
what it is.
I'm also crack shops.
So
Okay.
that's me demonstrating an understanding and engaging with the ideas.
and what does person A want you to say?
I hear that you're feeling dismissed right now. I can see exactly what you're saying, and I'm going to repeat it back to you in a calm and
No.
psychiatrist
Dude,
voice.
no.
All right, that is being
Do it for,
sarcastic. What I'm saying
yeah,
is
do it
that
for real.
what they want to hear is they want to hear validation, and they want a certain
Give me an example.
formulaic.
What is the thing that they
A
want you to
reasonable
actually
commenter was
say?
who was also
I
asking
can
fan
see
back in
that
the
you're
day.
feeling really dismissed right now, and that must be really hard.
Wait, but that's you, right? Or are you talking about somebody else?
They want you to say that must be really hard.
Yeah, that would help.
That's nothing wrong, dude. They're asking you to have some empathy and to like express that empathy somehow in a way to show that you're caring. Like, are you like a robot? Is that no, not just the normal hate comments that come? Can you link me actually? Like, send me a screenshot of that. But yeah, like fuck. Like what your girlfriend is telling you to do is just to validate her like emotional feelings, regardless of whether or not it's silly, right? Kill the part of you that cringes. What the fuck? This is hella cringe.
Must be upsetting
What?
and difficult to feel
What is
dismissed.
this?
Is there some reason that she thinks that you're you don't care? You could say something like, "Oh, you're being self-protective." That could be acknowledging her feelings, but it also
I mean, in this case, it's like, have you ever considered that you are the one that's doing things wrong, or what?
it
Fuck.
could also indicate that you do just want to skip actually empathizing with her. Is there a reason that she thinks you're not empathizing with her?
I think it's probably just the pattern recognition that this is the way that we fight.
The pattern recognition. Okay, let me tell you how to navigate a conversation with your significant other if you're ever in the fight, okay? All right. Step 1. Let's keep things productive, okay? Let's let each other know how we feel. All right? Okay. Okay. So everybody goes like, "Well, I feel this way because sometimes when this happens, this is just how I feel. I don't think it's actually your fault." Yeah, and the other person says, "Okay, I understand. I didn't know that it made you feel that way, right? Okay, I feel like you're not really doing this part, and I feel like in our relationship, it's really important to have this part, right? But I know that you're not used to doing that in most circumstances, so it is perfectly understandable. It's not your fault. It's just something that you're used to, okay?" And then if somebody starts bringing up things from the past that hurt you, say, "Okay, I understand. I understand that you're hurt. We can address that another time. But right now, I just actually want to solve the issue. All I care about is solving the issue. Right now, I just want to stay focused on being productive. Okay? I want like an actual plan of action in order to solve whatever relationship problem that we're having right now, right? It's not, dude, just stop. What's with this autistic shit, right? Like, fuck. Foods, how can I get my girlfriend to complain less? I need to be emphasized and heard. Dude, when a lot of people complain about women, all right, what they actually mean is that they themselves are hell autistic. I bet that if I actually like look from like if I'm just a fly on the wall and I'm just like listening in from the conversation, I think that my perspective will change a lot, right? Because I feel like whenever guys complain like this, it is only from one side, right? It's from a kind of biased frame, right? They're gonna frame themselves as somebody who is always in the right. It's their girlfriend that is incredibly being womanly and on her period and shit, right? But then it's like, fuck, if I was a fly on the wall, like I would actually fucking understand like who's actually in the right or not. But I bet, but the fact, okay, but the fact, do you know what's a red flag to me? Is that this person right here refuses to acknowledge the possibility that he is actually in the wrong. If you're actually being productive, if you're actually working to solve an issue, you have to acknowledge the possibility that you could be in the wrong, right? Like fuck, I don't even know, like fuck. Yeah, this is very frustrating to listen to.
Or this is the way that it seems to go. And so, like, it's a cumulative cost.
Oh, I've been watching Asmongold. Oh, but Chinchilla is already known. Like, Chinchilla is already a known Asmongold viewer. Yeah, I already know that he's an ex-Asmongold fan. I think so. I appreciate that. He's
Of
told me his story before.
feeling dismissed or invalidated or not heard.
Let me put this another way. Are you a sarcastic fuck while you're fighting with her?
Less so. but I definitely have a history.
Less so.
Less
Oh
than what?
my god.
Less than I used to be.
It's over.
I've grown up a bit.
Do you think
Just
that her
just
insisting
break
that
up.
you
It's time to break up, okay? It's fucking over. Okay? It's time to break up. It's over. Right? Jesus. What the fuck?
sincerely
What is
restate her
this?
position has played a part in you being less of a sarcastic fuck?
No, no, I don't think they're connected.
Are they temporally connected?
It's hard. It's hard to pinpoint precisely when the changes started occurring. It's possible.
I'm just saying that, like,
yeah, it's possible that they're temporarily connected.
okay, I'm just saying that it might be that it actually does help you not be sarcastic and defensive. And you're like, do we really have to do this? I'm fine without it. But
Wow.
maybe
Two
maybe it
tones.
says
Okay.
more about you that maybe she wouldn't need this with somebody that she trusted more.
Yeah, I think I understand.
Like, it's always insulting when somebody wants to put on guardrails for like a safe word during sex or
two-tone? No.
any kind of like safety
I said two tones, like as in like my camera filter thing.
procedure.
Yeah.
You're like, do we really have to do
tones.
this? It's fine without it. But if it's not fine without it,
Very
that
subtle
could just be a
differences.
reflection of her lack of trust in you.
I guess my initial instinct to it is, my initial reaction would be that
No.
it hurts to not feel trusted, and I don't want, and I feel like I've demonstrated enough. Like I never know when it's going to be enough to be.
Yeah, but
trusted.
what is enough? Enough?
Like,
Like she's being unreasonable? What does enough mean?
I guess it's like, what are the success parameters? Like when am I fine?
Can you just imagine like talking to your girlfriend trying to resolve an issue, and because you're a MrGirl fan, you're like, okay, what are my success parameters? Please never repeat the words success parameters in front of your girlfriend for a fight, okay? If you're fighting with your girlfriend, please do not say the words success parameters, okay? For the love of God, you sound like fucking C3PO, okay?
I'm
Fuck.
finally in the green. Like, when do I?
Is your girl dating a tin can, or is your girl dating a human being?
When do I
doesn't
clear my trust credit? You know.
when she you're making it sound like she's choosing to not feel validated by you. Again, do you see there's like an entitlement there that like either you
Baby, did you success parameter, or do I have to whip out the vibrator? No, not
don't
like
think
that.
she is actually feeling untrusting, in which case this is all very ironic because you're invalidating her overall entire feeling about your fights.
Win condition.
Or
Yeah,
you
fucking win condition. Oh my god,
or you
get
think
me
she
out.
should be feeling trusting
ASAP, dude.
and therefore the
ASAP.
burden to create a safe atmosphere is no longer on you because you've done enough. But in that configuration of like what trust even is, you're still saying that she doesn't get to define what she needs in terms of being trusted, which I would assume that position would again make.
I don't know, I've been with my woman for 12 years. We don't really fight, exceedingly rare. Yeah, I mean, like, fuck. Some people do have kind of like a perfect no-fight relationship, right? I totally get, whoever is, good for you, okay? Fuck you. First of all, fuck you, okay? Second of all, good for you, all right?
Make her less trusting itself. You come across like one of those guys, one of those men who is always auditing the reasonableness of what everybody is doing in relationships, including your own. And so
Yep.
you wouldn't do what she.
Okay, yeah, MrGirl's okay. So this isn't the worst MrGirl answer, okay? I mean, he does cultivate like a personality cult around him of autistic tin cans, right? Who have the personality of like fucking robots, okay? Because he himself has the personality of a robot on stream at the very least, right? But like, how could you like fuck? Like, of course he's right, but like fuck, like fuck.
She's doing. If you look at when you get angry or if scared, you look at your own feelings and you think, well, should I be scared? Should I be angry? Should I feel untrusting? And if the answer is no, then maybe you just swallow it.
Dude, you know what's really easy? And by the way, this is real empathy, okay? Fuck what everyone else says, okay? This is real empathy. Ask yourself, if you were in her position, what would make you feel better if you brought up a problem to them about something similar, right? It's a really hard thing to kind of envision, I guess, and not everyone can do it, but it's really helpful, okay? Right? Like, fuck, yeah, that's it.
But
Also, yeah, like going to MrGirl for relationship advice. Listen, I mean, if it's your thing, whatever, man. But like, fuck, what a weird thing. Listen, I can't deny. Okay, it's kind of strange. Okay,
and so then there's a
whatever.
mismatch there. If one person is thinking, well, this is my space to be as vulnerable and fucked up as I need to be, and to ask for whatever I need, even if what I need is unreasonable. There's not even a such thing as unreasonable emotional needs. This is what I need, so I'll just ask for what I need. And then the other person has this expectation that everyone's going to be reasonable and logical. Then I can see why you'd feel really resentful. That sounds like it would be really hard for you. I can see why this would hurt you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good evening. Hello, Clay.
It feels like you think that you're validating her feelings means that you're saying they're reasonable, but I suspect maybe she just wants to know that you
Care.
are acknowledging that they're happening.
Yes, I think I want to validate her feelings, but I want to do it in a way that's doesn't make me feel like I'm patronizing. Like,
Well, okay, but that's selfish, right? If she is the one that's okay with it, then how could it be patronizing to you? Okay, all right, fuck me, dude. Like, a lot of things in life feel patronizing. Saying thank you to a waiter or a waitress can feel patronizing, or something like that. But, you know, chances are they will appreciate the fact that you said thank you, like, or whatever the fuck, right? Like, fuck, this is such an autistic lens to view any kind of romantic relationship or any kind of relationship in general. I hope that all MrGirl fans stay single forever, okay? Fuck. Like, this is, like, I feel for, like, whoever girlfriend that this person is having, right? Like, fuck, the fact that you even go to MrGirl for relationship advice is crazy to me, but yeah. I think that's advanced for a lot of people, but yes, ideally you can steel man their issue from their perspective. I mean, that's advanced relationship advice, right? Like, yeah, fuck. You need to reach level 20 in relationships. And also just ask what your SO needs. Yeah. I mean, again, okay, it's not hard. Just say, hey, I'm trying to be productive. Okay, I acknowledge your feelings. Now, what can I do to make it better? And if you feel as though you're too emotionally charged right now, or I'm too emotionally charged right now, there's nothing against you. Let's take a break and come back later to fix it. Okay? Because I care about our relationship and I care about being productive about the issues that we're having, right? It's not hard. Okay, stop. That's all you need to do. Okay? You don't need to make it overcomplicated. Why do you have to call into MrGirl? You sound crazy, okay?
I want to do it in a way that's honest to myself, that I can do it.
Bro, this is the kind of hoe that says all my exes have been abusive. Like, this is literally the kind of hoe that says all my exes have been abusive. I've been in an abusive relationship with all of my exes. Oh my god. Refuses to acknowledge that he himself probably has the issue. Like, yeah, fuck.
As myself rather than
By
parrot.
implicitly doing it.
I don't think the way that I'm doing it is the best way to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep doing it the same way. I don't want to stand.
Bro, this person is giving off severe red flags. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. This person needs to practice their relationship skills because this person is giving severe red flags, okay? I'm sorry. It is what it is, okay?
And on that ground anymore. I want to
Yikes.
find a different ground where I can do it honestly.
Then find a different girlfriend.
Yeah, but what
And
I'm
not-
trying to get at,
What the
what I'm trying to get
fuck?
at is that you might be hyper logical and hyper rational and hyper solutions focused. And so you're trying to do something that's like productive.
He knows what she wants but doesn't want to fulfill them. The only logical options are to change himself, get her to change, accept that unhappiness, or break up. I agree. I fully agree. And by the way, I would almost never recommend accept the unhappiness. Almost. All right, because honestly, if you can strive to change it, it does really show that you care, and it really does mean a lot. Okay, like fuck. But typically, it's not really good to live with resentment. Okay, living with resentment sucks. It's not good. All right, you'll be thinking about it all day. It'll affect everything in your life. Yeah, don't do it. Okay, fuck.
And she wants you to be more focused on empathy. And so when you treat her stated emotions as a puzzle for you to solve instead of empathizing, which seems to be how she's perceiving it, then she thinks you're not empathizing with her.
I mean, MrGirl isn't
Yeah,
entirely wrong
I think
here.
both of us run into.
Like again, okay, the problem here is that he's being too autistic, and he's the one going like, "Yeah, this is a puzzle. I gotta solve it. It has to be reasonable, right?" But meanwhile, really, like, what you need to do is acknowledge that she's having feelings, and sometimes feelings can be irrational. Okay, sometimes feeling can be irrational. Even to people I really like, I can feel like they're annoying sometimes, and that's fine, right? Like, fuck. Yeah.
The same problem with solutions based. Like, instead of, we're both very solutions based when we get into these disagreements.
Like, I think Wintermute is annoying, okay? But he's also endearing. Like, fuck. You can like somebody, but also think that they're fucking annoying, okay? Like, for minor things, you should accept unhappiness within reason. I agree. I actually agree with that, yeah. Like, for example, if your SO, if your SO likes a type of show that you don't like, all right, but really wants you to watch it with her, okay, because it means a lot to her. That's kind of a minor unhappiness. It would have been better if, you know, you guys both like the same show, but you know what? It's still a good time, all right? And even though you're bored of the show, you still want to do it for her, right? So yeah, fuck it, you know? Yeah. I mean, that should be reciprocal, by the way, FYI, all right? Yeah, don't just watch whatever show that your girlfriend tells you to watch, all right, just because she likes it. I think that in return, she should be willing to play, I don't know, fucking Minecraft with you or some shit, okay? But yeah,
Well, it sounds like there's something very
something
uncomfortable
you
for you
like,
about
right?
sitting with her bad feelings and not moving on to trying to fix them.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't mind sitting with the bad feelings.
Oh my
What I mind
god!
is
Get
I
me
don't like
out.
I just don't find, I don't feel like saying the words when I'm in the moment.
Bro, dude, oh my dude. Can you imagine arguing with this guy when it comes to relationship issues? Oh my god, just break up already. Okay, this guy's a lost cause. Holy shit. I mean, he's not a lost cause, no one's a lost cause. But like, dude, no. What the fuck? Dude, this guy, I'm sorry, he never explores a scenario where he might be wrong. And I hope that MrGirl asks this, right? Like fuck. I feel like a really good question is, um, do you think that you might actually be incorrect? Do you actually think you might be incorrect? All right, that's it. That's it. That's the question. Are they in the cave looking for diamonds? MrGirl is the same cave looking for miners. Yes,
But
I
there's a
know.
resistance there.
Okay, I know that.
There's some deliberate withholding, and which she's characterized to be. She's said, I think this might be a little sadistic that you're withholding something that you know you can give to me. I don't know if it goes that far, but I would say that.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's sadistic. I think that you know you can give her something that she really wants, but you're not willing to do it. I mean, I would say you're not sadistic, but you're kind of evil, right? Like you know why. You know why she wants this from you, but you're choosing not to give it even though you know it would make her happier, right? Isn't that isn't that kind of evil? I feel like that's evil, no? I feel like that's just kind of evil. Like this isn't even autism anymore. It's not about like not reading social cues. It's about like I don't know, manipulative shit. I don't know. What am I
I
supposed to
just can't
say?
say it. I just go to say it, and then I
Yikes.
go, there's a big stop sign
I mean, yeah, what is she? Like a girlfriend for just a weekend or some shit? Like what?
inside myself, which just I can't cross.
Oh my god,
And
just break
whenever I
up,
do it, I
please,
feel
for the love
dirty
of God.
afterwards.
This guy, by the way, okay, if you, oh my god, so many girls fall for guys like this, okay, Jesus Christ, okay, just because he's emotionally stunted doesn't mean he'll be a good partner, okay, fucking hell.
Do you feel empathy for her when she's upset with you?
Yes.
That's even worse. Why are you free? Why did you say yes? That makes it even fucking worse. What?
I
I
mean,
can understand if
I
you're
think I know how
autistic.
you
You sound
feel.
evil.
I once went to a couples therapist with.
Bro, an actual villain just called into MrGirl. Fuck. Like this is an actual villain who called into MrGirl.
An ex who
Hello?
insisted that we repeat back every single thing that the other person said. I hear that you're feeling angry at me because
Wait, but that's unironically a good practice. Like resolving issues might be a little bit cumbersome or slower, okay? But repeating back ensures that there is no miscommunication. Does that make sense? You're ensuring that in between the steps there is no miscommunication. That's why, okay? But regardless, I can totally see why it might be a little annoying if you want to do that every time, right? Obviously, it shouldn't be every time. It should be within reason. Stop being autistic, okay? Okay, all right, fuck.
I didn't respond to your text.
Just don't be
fast
autistic.
enough.
All right, fuck. I hate autism. I hate autism.
Good.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna see. We're listening to each other. Isn't that great?
Whoa,
And it
Riz
was pretty
voice.
terrible. But there was part of it that was like kind of nice
Okay.
to
Thank you.
see that the other person is being forced to acknowledge what you're saying.
Yes.
So I just think
Yes.
that there must be.
And honestly, in my opinion, I mean, isn't this what he did with his drama with Destiny? Is when like he is repeating back what Destiny is saying, like, but summarized or in his own worldview or something like that. I mean, it is kind of manipulative if you twist what someone else is saying and repeat it back to them. But at the same time, it's still generally a good practice because at least you can correct the mistakes in between. I don't know, dude. It's just like, yeah, whatever. You can parrot what someone just said without a shred of understanding to what they meant. No, but then when you parrot it back to them, what you're doing is that you're also processing it in your mind because it's something when you're listening to something, right? But it's another thing entirely when you're listening to something and you're saying it out loud yourself. When you say it out loud yourself, some people are forced to process it through their mind because some people just listen but they don't listen, right? Some people hear but they don't listen. All right, you got to speak and listen to yourself, right? Because some people only see things through themselves. All right, like fuck, like that's it. Anyway,
Some
that's just my opinion.
thing that you're doing or avoiding, or some part of your approach to these fights that she's trying to like make up for. And then maybe if you could figure out what that is, then it wouldn't seem so shitty to be forced to say these words. Look at your parents. Do your parents acknowledge your feelings?
No. Oh, okay. All right, this explains so much. You know what? We cracked it, guys. We fucking cracked it. His parents didn't acknowledge his feelings. Now he's not gonna acknowledge the feelings of his girlfriend. Dude, you can't make this up, dude. The cycle of abuse continues, okay? All right? If you have been unlucky enough to be born under like abusive parents or something, listen, I feel for you, me too, all right? But there's a lot of bad behaviors that you have to breed out, okay? Personally, my dad never said I love you, and he still doesn't say I love you, okay? So naturally, I grew up with daddy issues, okay? Now with that being said, I had to train out the daddy issues out of my life, okay? All right, through great effort and overcoming of evil, all right? Um yeah, I used to be extremely clingy, but I'm not anymore. But yeah, like this is why like yeah, fuck out whatever, man.
Well, maybe that's why it hurts you.
Yeah. I had a call with them this week
I'm
that went
confused.
very
Thank you.
poorly. Maybe for another time.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if that would make sense, if you never get validation from them. Validation's a tricky word. Does it mean that your feelings are right or that they're real? I assume that she means that they're real, but I think in your family, maybe it means.
Had your parents ever been in a bad relationship? Absolutely. Yeah, my household was hell abusive. Like I'm talking about physically abusive too. All right. In addition to the lack of love, there were also physical beatings, right? It's an Asian household, all right? Like that's just how it is, you know. But yeah, very yeah. So the problem then becomes I basically had to grow up with like a fuck ton of actual issues. Like I basically grew up with like a fuck ton of like severe issues. Um but like I had to like go through a lot of effort to solve them, okay? Fuck. It was hard work, okay? It's okay. I'm almost 26. All right. I'm basically there. All right.
Saying they're real also means that they're right. That's how it is in my family. So if you
Did you ever have an alcoholic stepfather like I did? No, 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 no. He is my biological father, but the thing is uh without alcohol, all right, or even without alcohol, he has been he will sometimes beat me for no reason. Okay, I remember there was a time when he beat me for no reason, and I remember there was a time in which me and my brother got into a fight, and then he beat the living crud out of me. Holy shit, with fists. Okay, I'm not talking about like spanking or anything. I'm talking about like actual adult man to child beating, okay? Did you ever fight back? I would hold my hands up. Does that count?
have always wanted to be heard as your feelings
That's
being
dark,
real,
dude.
then you can just tell yourself that it's happening even when it's not, and tell yourself that people are empathizing with you when they're not.
By the way, if you grew up with good parents, you have no idea how lucky you are. Like you have no idea. Like I don't even know if I have the words to describe how lucky you are, like how privileged you are to grow up with loving parents. But yeah, fuck.
But then if you go to this extra explicit step of like, okay, fine, yeah, if I'm empathizing with you, then I'll be able to say this sentence. At least of course I can tolerate saying this sentence. But if your parents are people who actually couldn't, not just that they would find it lame or
I'm sorry that happened to you, but you already know about this. You already know about this. But thank you.
distancing, they
Oh, hold on. You're talking about Clay. My stepfather, when he would drink, he would get angry, and not only that, be verbally abusive to me and my mother. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my dad doesn't drink, obviously, but like, close
actually
enough.
wouldn't be able to stand acknowledging in even a very superficial way your feelings, then that could make it intolerable for you.
Yeah.
Argue with my stepfather would argue with my mother about the finances and everything, and not only that, food. Oh yeah, especially with like financial burden, everything becomes a lot worse because um I feel like a lot of parents hide the fact that they're extremely anxious, but some people just literally spend their entire lives without solving their anxiety issues, and I don't think that's okay. Because once you have kids, you're kind of inflicting that same anxiety, like the horrors of your own anxiety of adult life, onto your kids early, right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's tough.
both of you? No, it's okay. It's fine. You learn to deal with it. Okay.
Um, that does sound.
No bitching.
I
Okay.
see what you're saying,
No bitching
but
policy.
practically speaking, it feels like I just have to keep working on trying to reframe it, but in the meantime, just bite the bullet. That's not really a question, but it's more like, do I just have to swallow this thing in the meantime?
I don't know if you have to swallow it. I think you could probably talk about how it makes you feel. There's something bad happening in that moment where you internalize how she's feeling, empathize, and then reframe it. There's something bad happening to you, or that has happened to you, when people respond to you that way. And I think she's trying to prevent that bad thing from happening. And I don't know that either of you really know what it is. There's something about you wanting to appear as though you guys are totally on the same page and there's enough trust there that you can just immediately reframe without acknowledging. I think there's some like lie in there. There's something bad that happens to you when
What?
your family does that, or there's something you're doing to her when you do that I don't.
Okay, what the fuck is MrGirl going? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand what the fuck he's saying. Okay, does anybody else not understand what the fuck he just said? Am I missing something here? What the fuck?
think is articulated or that you've been convinced of.
I'm like trying
Or
to
it's just
listen to
something
what he's
bad that's happened
saying.
to her so many times that she just doesn't.
Stop! Not everything is some deep, like, unsolved trauma either, okay? Fuck, you have a simple issue. Fuck. It's not that oh my god, please. Never date someone from MrGirl's audience.
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with you. Maybe she just doesn't trust anyone. But I think it does have to do with you.
Just never date anyone
Yeah.
from MrGirl's audience. Please,
I
I'm
agree.
begging you.
After your shocking display
begging,
of
crying,
sarcasm.
begging.
I'm very
Just
suspicious.
don't do it. It's not worth it.
Hmm.
Even the approach to this conversation where you're like acting like she's like a first grade teacher and she's making you like prove that you know how to tie your shoes. The whole frame is pretty unempathetic. It's like
Okay. Okay, yes, that's correct. Yes, the whole framing that he is putting is unempathetic. Okay, yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
her vulnerability in needing you to say this so that she can feel close to you and trust you to continue with a conversation about her feelings. It's almost like that doesn't really matter to you, and you just see it as a condescending inconvenience,
Yeah, it's a negative reframing, right?
which is not very empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
There's sort of a
Okay.
parallel challenge to all this where she can be a bit fatalistic and a bit of a worst case scenario doomsayer. So like when I'm trying to
Example.
instead of saying like I feel really uncertain right now or I'm feeling really insecure right now, it will be everything is uncertain right now. Everything is insecure right now. So there's not really a distinction between what actually is happening and what's internally happening.
Well, yeah, girls tend to feel that. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, that's a stereotypical girl. Yes, that's how every girl acts. What are you talking about?
How does she know what's actually happening?
It's just the way she presents it. She doesn't know. But it's
What the fuck, dude? This level of autism is too much, dude. This level of stop showing your prostitute stop showing your prostitute MrGirl videos, okay? Number 1. Number 2, okay? Stop going to MrGirl for romantic advice. That's number 2. Number 3, okay? Please just act like a normal person. It's not, dude, these people are robots. They're robots, okay? They are C3PO, okay? They're tin cans, okay? Sentient tin cans.
it's her framing of how.
How do you know that what she thinks is happening isn't what's happening?
Well, it might be.
What the, dude, what is going on? What, am I tripping?
So then why does she defer to your version of reality, or why should she?
Wait, you know what? Fuck it. This girl is also a moron for getting together with this guy, okay? Like, fuck. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? This guy is like a bag. This guy's a bag of stupid, all right? Like, this guy's a moron. What? It's your fault too,
Are you
okay?
saying
Fuck
that
you.
if she has a tendency to think about worst case scenarios and the worst case scenario might be happening, then
How do we know that she's thinking about the worst case?
Like, do you know what this is? He's like describing the relationship between C3PO and like R2D2. Okay, like this is literally, dude. I can't do it. It's just so stupid. I can't do
Scenario.
it, dude.
And not just what's happening. Who's defining what she thinks as wrong?
I wouldn't say it's wrong. I'd say it's just.
Well, it is wrong.
There's sort of a domino effect that happens.
No, if I say I'm gonna miss my flight, and then Shaylin says, Max, you're thinking of the worst case scenario. That means I'm unlikely to miss my flight, and I'm in fact wrong.
Yeah.
If my flight's in 20 minutes and I haven't left my house, and I say I'm gonna miss my flight, She's not going to say, this is black and white catastrophic thinking, Max. She's going to say, hey, you probably are going to miss your flight.
Yeah.
You're right.
Kill me. This entire
So in
conversation gave
defining
me
it
AIDS.
as catastrophic thinking,
I'm getting
you are
AIDS from
saying
this
she's wrong.
conversation. It's over for
Yes,
me.
I do believe that she's wrong sometimes.
But why do you get to define her as wrong? And then there's this appeal that to her that she should also think she's wrong.
I don't think she should think that she's wrong.
So then why do you
I
want
think
her
she
to talk
should.
about
I think she should challenge a voice in her head which says,
that she's right?
Dude, what the? I don't think that she should think that she is wrong, but she should challenge the voice in her head that says that she is right. Can you please just shut the fuck? You're not even making sense. You're in your own worldview. It's not even making sense either. Okay, like do you notice how in your own little gay little worldview it's not making sense?
follows catastrophic thinking. That
So
sort
I'm
of
not saying
indulges
you're
that
wrong.
pattern.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want you to challenge your sense of reality
Not challenge your sense of reality.
until you think
Challenge
that you're wrong.
I
And
mean,
then you'll be right.
wouldn't it be the same with any other?
You know what? Relationships are complicated, but you know what's not complicated? Protecting your personal data. That's why you should go to aura.com/foodshops right now in order to sign up for a 2-week free trial. It comes with a VPN, antivirus, and everything, okay? Sign up today. It's one of the best ways to support me, okay? Do it now, all right? Listen, you may not be able to protect your girl from MrGirl, okay? But you're able to protect your information from information thieves, okay?
Thought patterns, reframing, self-talk, things like that. If I tell myself I think that I feel like a loser all the time, should I challenge my sense of reality? Yes,
No,
because it's not useful to
it's not
feel like.
useful. Is that how you define what is real by what is useful to think is real?
No,
That is real.
I'm
Get
saying
it?
it
It is real.
reinforces a certain set
Ooh.
of reality that you don't have to submit to. You
Well,
don't
data
have to,
brokers?
like, you can sort
Don't worry, okay? With this, you can take down all the other data brokers. Actually, I have no idea whether or not they have that, okay? All right, I'll have to double check.
of,
You have to submit to reality.
you don't have to
Listen,
submit
I'm not
to
incognito,
a
okay?
warped version of your own reality.
Oh, what version?
Warped.
How do you know it's warped? Because you
I
don't
guess
like it.
I think there is a difference between what is actually happening and what I believe is happening.
But how do you know the difference? Is my question.
I
Sales
don't
rep
know the
L.
difference.
Rip.
Well, so then if you're like, I don't like that I think I'm a loser, so therefore I'm probably not. I don't submit to this version of reality, so therefore it isn't reality, and the version that must be actually true is the one that I like more. That's not really reality testing. Like if her basic view is that life is horrible,
Yeah, you're being gay.
and then you're saying, well, you can't think that.
Giga Chad.
I see why she thinks that you can't sit with her feelings. Because your basis for not being able to sit with it isn't that it's not.
What? Girlfriend? You're being unhappy? Have you tried not being unhappy? Have you tried not being stupid?
True. It's that you can't stand it. Like you're describing the process of rationalizing away bad feelings. Really bad feelings. I get that you have like a band of acceptably bad feelings. Of like things are really hard right now. It feels like that's like the bottom of the band. And she wants to go way past that. To things are so bad.
Were you calling to a show? You've been reacting to him a lot. I feel like if you want to talk shit, you should get into the Thunderdome. You know what? It's a really good question that you asked that because that's a really good question. Video that you made. That's the first thing. Yeah, of course. The second thing is that yeah, been there, done that. Okay, all right, okay, that's enough. You can always just look up my old content. Okay.
That when we thought they were good,
I've called in like 3 times. Okay.
that was a lie. Things are just bad. And I have no reason to think that they'll ever be good again. And then you're like, well, what if it's just
Also, by the way, he very much knows that I talk smack about
things
him.
seem
Okay?
bad right now? But they're likely to get better. What if we stop there?
You think I have no guts? You think I have no spine?
And then you're telling her that her sense of reality is wrong. I think if you explicitly said that, like, that's not my view. My view is that things are just seem kind of tough right now. That's
Nah,
different
he
from
won't watch
like
this.
pathologizing
He's got other things
her.
in his life.
You're engaging in negative black and white thinking, and therefore that means your sense of reality is distorted. It's like you want to gaslight her, and it's not I don't know if it's gaslighting, but it's again, it's the same thing where like you don't want to acknowledge where she's at.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
Is she listening to this right now? I'm just kidding. I know that's a dog.
Yeah. No, that's just the dog. Sorry.
Is that your girlfriend? Your girlfriend
Even
has a
your dog is
dog?
depressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Girl's
Okay,
moaning
I
about it.
think,
Yeah, that's a dog.
Thank
That's a
you,
dog.
and I should just
Okay.
go for now.
Okay.
It's funny though.
You're welcome.
I won't lie. Okay. Oh, that was epic. Israel versus Iran. Oh, okay. Is that Mehmet JF? Yes, that is my JF. Okay. Okay, let me know what I can do to improve my lighting. Okay, so I have blue facing, orange in the back. Okay, warm colors in the back, cool colors in the front on one side, maybe. Okay, we'll see. Once night falls, we'll have a better idea of how good the lighting is because I only care about the way that night. Look up 3-point lighting. Hell no.